Good morning, Annalisa here. Today I would like to talk to you about anchoring. Now we've covered this before, I'm sure, in past videos and sessions and so on. But I think it is very important, sort of vital to both managing anxiety and regaining breath control if you have been through a period of illness. And as a singer, of course, it is what keeps us going. It's the first step towards perfect ideal vocal technique and voice projection and keeping our nerves together when we have a show on and we have to sort of keep the energy levels up and keep focused and remembering things and so on. So yes, so anchoring. If you've looked into anchoring from the point of view of managing anxiety or meditation and perhaps focusing on calming down and relaxing, you will probably be thinking of anchoring as the exercise of looking to objects around the room so that you can focus your mind on something specific rather than be overwhelmed by the various sounds and colours around you. For a singer, that is not what we're talking about. So from the opera singer's point of view, anchoring is about finding the anchor within yourself, within your core. As your body is your instrument, you are living your life. Wherever you are, you need to be able to rely on yourself. We know, of course, as performers, that you could be on a stage full of people and, you know, we all know by human error, you could be on a stage and somebody could miss their lines or come in a little bit early. Or perhaps you yourself have a sudden, moment where you go, oh my God, I can't remember the words right here. So it's important to not rely on other people all the time. You have to be aware of others, but be able to anchor yourself within yourself and take charge of your own position within a stage. Okay, so how do we do that? How do we anchor within ourselves? It's basically a meditation exercise. So we'll do the usual breathing and vocal exercises, but with a heightened focus on listening to what our body is doing during the exercises. So you may wish to close your eyes. It will probably help you focus on your core. And try to visualize the core of your body. So I think what we'll do to help us along this exercise, we'll use some imagery. So sometimes I use the candle exercise. Sometimes I like to think of the body as a tree. So which way should we go? Which way should we go? I think we'll go trees. Okay, the spring is coming, so it's a nice thing to think of yourself as a tree. So close your eyes and breathe normally and visualize your body as the trunk of a tree. So just below your shoulders and your chest and your knees and your legs. Visualize the strength and the height of the tree trunk. And inside, see all the various channels through which the sap and the energy of the tree goes up towards the branches, down towards the roots. Visualize your body carrying on as trees into the ground, as roots into the ground. And your shoulders and and your arms, and your head, and the space, energy and warmth above and around your head. See that as the top of your tree, the top of the branches. Imagine all the green leaves that are harvesting the light from the sun and the air, taking in the air, taking in the light, then channel it towards the roots. And from the roots, we take the water and the nutrients from the soil up into the body, into your tree trunk, towards the branches, towards the leaves, and out, giving back to the air and towards the sun. So now that we've created that picture, keep focusing on that movement of the energy up and down your core. And we'll start with some deep breaths. We'll cover this again in case this is the first time you follow one of my videos. We'll locate the soft palate first of all. So with your tongue, reach up to the roof of your mouth. You can see that the roof of the mouth above the tongue is hard. Or if you keep stretching the tongue towards the back, you will feel that suddenly the roof of the mouth goes soft. And the back of the mouth and throat is soft, and it pulsates, it moves and stretches up and down. That's your soft palate. So we'll take some slow breaths through the mouth into the soft palate. Breathing as far as you can, and then take a little rest to let the air settle in all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. And then we'll blow the air out very slowly through pouted lips, so like this. And all the while, focus on the core. Okay? So let's take a few breaths like that together. Breathe in. And blow. Breathe in. And blow. I'll do two more. You may find, I find it very useful to use arm movements. If you move your hands up and down, so breathe in, you're moving up, and breathe out, you're pushing the hands down. That helps you to stabilize yourself and avoid you getting dizzy. But also, it keeps your mind's focus on your abdominal muscles, which want to engage to push the air out. Good, so we'll take a couple more breaths. Breathe in. And blow. And in. And blow. Relax. Make sure all the while that your chin is sort of aiming towards your chest, so try not to keep your head up too high. Throughout these exercises, we're aiming to exercise the lungs, obviously, breathing in and breathing out, exercise the muscles around the chest, the support muscles, the muscles that support our lungs, our diaphragm and everything. And what's really helpful as well is to have that tiny little stretch, gentle stretch of the spine and the muscles around the spine. So if you have your chin down slightly, you're stretching the back of the neck ever so gently. That as you're breathing, that helps the relaxation. It helps relax your head, especially if, like me, you suffer from migraines. It's really useful to learn to stretch and relax the head in the various angles you might not necessarily think of. Okay, so just one last breath, really thinking about gently stretching the back of the neck, the back of the head. Breathe in. And blow. Now that we've engaged the soft palate by breathing in through the mouth into the soft palate, I'd like to move on to some breathing exercises, breathing in through the nose, but still being aware of that soft palate. So you still want to take in as much air as you possibly can. What will happen is that the difference between breathing in through the mouth and breathing in through the nose is that breathing in through the mouth into the soft palate, you get a lot of air going straight to the bottom of the lungs. So you engage the diaphragm by filling the lungs from the bottom. And we engage the support muscles through the blowing actions of, blowing through parted lips. When we use our nose to breathe in and out, certainly breathing in, I think that's all we'll stick to. There's a tendency to fill in the lungs from the top, but it's useful as an exercise because it helps us stretch the muscles at the top of our chest, which again will calm us down. So if you were tired or if you were having sort of chest pains, you want to really relax those muscles, give them a good stretch. What we'll do, with your feet apart a little bit. By the way, if you find that you can't stand for any reason, if you have back problems or if you're in a wheelchair or anything like that, you can do these exercises sitting down. All you have to do is to avoid resting on the back of the chair and just do the exercises to the best of your ability. Okay? Remember, this is your session, this is your time. So you can do it within what you can do. Okay, so if you are standing, move your feet a little bit further apart, unlock your knees so that we can weigh into the knees a little bit. That will help straighten up the bottom part of the spine and therefore stretch and exercise the muscles that normally sit there supporting the weight at the bottom of the spine. And what we'll do some movement side to side, and as our arms are our branches, we're going to move them up like wings almost, or branches in the wind when we breathe in, and down as we breathe out. And we'll do the sort of movement breathing in and out to one side, and then as we breathe out, we'll move towards the front and rotate to the other side. Breathe in and out. And this time breathing in through the nose, blowing the air out through parted lips as before. Okay? Ready? Good. So breathe in and blow. Breathe in and blow. A few more times. Breathe in and blow. And as you see, as we carry on, I'm moving up and down as I breathe in and as I blow the air out. So breathe in and blow. Once more each side. Breathe in and blow, and in, and blow. Now last time, we'll take it coming forward. We'll breathe in, and when we blow, we'll blow the air out upwards, looking up towards the ceiling or the sky if you choose to be outdoors. Breathe in. And blow. And the same with the breath through the mouth. Breathe in. And blow. Last time, we'll repeat the last breath. Breathe in. And blow. Have a gentle stretch of your arms from the shoulders up. Stretch your hands, your fingers. Stretch your arms forward from the shoulders. And then out to the side, ever so gently. Stretch you, well, just gently bend your head side to side towards your shoulders. First one shoulder, then the other. Bring it up with your arms out. Turn to look to your right hand. And then gently to your left hand. Next thing we're going to do, we'll do that again, and we'll look as you turn your head to your right hand. Look behind you. Catch your peripheral vision. See what's there. And then come round to the other side and do the same. So face pointing towards your left hand. You're looking through your peripheral vision. See what's behind you. Just stretching your eyes, not actually turning to look behind you. Just be aware of what your body is capable of, what you can see without necessarily turning around, and what you can do. And just really listen to your body. Pay attention. So that's a few breathing exercises, and we'll take a little break just to sort of give the body a rest from all the breathing and all the gentle stretching. If you can find, you can actually be, even if you're just moving very slowly and just holding your arms up, it can become painful after a while, especially if you're not used to the exercises. So breathe naturally. If you feel like just having a breath like I just did, just a nice little breathe out, or a sigh, or a cough, or perhaps you might feel so relaxed you want to yawn, just go for it. Because I'm talking all the time, I'm just going to have a little sip of a drink. Tiny factoid. Never used that word before, factoid. If the kids watch something, there's a character that uses the words a lot. But anyway, factoid of the day. People often ask a singer, what's the best drink for your voice? My answer is it's very, very personal. Each person has their own thing. Some people will say, oh, you mustn't go close to coffee, you mustn't go near chocolate. I was recommended years ago that pineapple juice is the best thing for your throat. When I drink pineapple juice, it tickles my throat and it makes me cough and it goes all sore and it's horrible. Apple juice, the same. I'm allergic to apple juice. It makes my throat spasm. So I'm just having a coffee, a nice milky coffee with no sugar in. So I think my motto and my way of life is that basically listen to your body, get to know your body, get to know yourself, and what's right is what is right for you. Everyone is a little bit different, and each of us functions in a way that's slightly different from other people. So, we need to be forgiving of ourselves. We need to give ourselves space and time. Now, that brings me to another thought. Last week, I talked about doing exercises to build up your energy levels if you haven't been sleeping very well. Now, I've spoken to a few friends who, during lockdown, that they really haven't been sleeping very well at all. And something that I think, for some people, they find it worrying. I'm one of those people that even if I go through a troublesome period of my life, I like to sit and observe what's going on and try and learn as I move on, so that I can actually come out of the period of life, learn for the future, and not go through that sort of thing again. And I find that if I can't sleep at night, it is so quiet. There's not a lot you can do. You can't really talk to people. So the mind goes in overdrive. And you find yourself, or I find myself, thinking about old memories, when I'm not being distracted by everyday life. Perhaps memories that are not necessarily very nice spring to mind, and they just sort of come afloat in the night, as they might do if you were asleep. You'd be dreaming, and you wouldn't think twice about a dream. Your mind just sort of digests memories and thoughts and then gets rid of them, and your brain goes into overdrive, and then your body relaxes through your sleep. Now, if you're awake at night, you're sort of going through that, but you're awake. So suddenly you're thinking of all these things, and you go, oh my God, this thing happened. And it could be something so silly like, I don't know, I remember being little and, I'm not going to go into specific memories, but, just sort of doing something not right and being told off. And I would just remember that, when you're little, you don't like being told off, but it's in the past. And when you're just alone and awake at night, you can't talk. I can't go back and talk to my dad and say, that time you told me off. Am I all right now? Were you really angry at me? It's impossible to get that closure. So how do we deal with that sort of thing? How do we deal with that aspect of thoughts that come afloat and we can't provide closure that normally we get through life, or perhaps through sleep and dream? I tend to just sort of think through the stuff and then perhaps give myself the answers. For instance, if I'm remembering being a little girl and being told off for something, I now know as a parent what it's like, what it means when you're telling off a child. You're not necessarily angry, you might be frustrated. More often than not, you're just trying to educate your child. So, I don't know, it's just sort of, whatever it is, try and be the other voice that sort of provides you the answer and the comfort. If you can't, and you find that your mind is going in overdrive, it is really useful to be able to tap into this sort of exercise, a gentle meditation, and close your eyes, focus on your core, go through some breathing. You may, if you live with other people, you may not want to start singing in the middle of the night. If you live on your own, lucky you can do that. You can do the singing in the middle of the night. If not, if you just want to go for something very, very quiet, stick to the breathing. And perhaps some gentle humming. Now, on that note, we'll move on to some more exercises. We'll move on to some humming. As you're there, if you are watching, or if you're watching later, I'm just going to open up the video so I can see. If you would like to leave me a comment, any suggestions or any questions, please do, and then I can respond while I read them. In the meantime, we'll carry on. So, thinking about the mind. If you were doing the breathing exercises with your eyes closed, You can now open your eyes and still visualize yourself as the tree. Think about all the air as you've breathed and you've turned carbon dioxide into energy, and you've released oxygen into the world around you. So in the same way, visualize the energy, the positive energy that you've released around you during your breathing exercises. All the relaxation that has come from the exercise. And we'll carry on. We'll move on to some humming. Still breathing into your core. So be aware that as you breathe in, be aware of the movement of your support muscles, the muscles around your abdomen and your back. But this time, the vibrations of the hum are going to be felt around the head, the inside of the head. So we'll listen to that. Listen to your body. Listen to what's happening. Listen to not just to the sound, but listen to the muscles, the movement. Muscles they normally can't feel. Have a feel of what's actually going on. Okay. Good. So stand nice and strong. Unlock your knees. Almost in a sort of sitting on a horse position. Never been horse riding. Always been too heavy. Shame that. Anyway, sitting on a horse position. And arms out, like so. We're going to hum. We're going to start with a normal hum on a M sound. But try to have your cheeks up, your forehead nice and relaxed, nice and stretched, your eyebrows nice and stretched and relaxed. And we'll make a very simple with your arms out, okay? Together. Now they should get tingly on the lips, so we'll keep going to make sure that you're getting blood flow around the lips. Up a bit on one more. Last one. Carry on till you run out of air and the sound stops. Next, we're going to do some humming with a mouth open. Now, as you carry on, be aware of breathing into the core and your support muscles engaging. And we're going to hum with the mouth open. Our tongue should be next, pressing on the hard palate. So it'll be quite nasal, and it'll be an okay? So we'll do the same exercise, but this time we'll do 2 going higher, and then we'll come back down and go lower, okay? So on the same pitch as before, on together. Next one. Last one high. Coming down. 2 more. mouth will go E-I-E-I-E-I. So body nice and strong. You're as if sitting on a horse. So your knees are sort of gently bent, nice and strong. Together. E-I-E-I-E-I. Two more. E-I-E-I-E-I. E-I-E-I-E-I. Two more for the deeper voices. E-I-E-I-E-I. Last one. E-I-E-I-E-I. And if you really want to go for it, E-I-E-I-E-I. Breathe normally. Have a little shake. Unlock your knees again. Have a little gentle movement so that you break away the tension that might have built up by just standing in that position for a long time. And next, we'll do a few vocal exercises. And obviously, these can be as loud or quiet as you choose to make them, or as you're able to. Obviously, the stronger the voice you have, the higher or the lower, the more you will need to explore the limits of your range and your strength. So if you are able to, if it's daytime and you've got a nice little shade like me where nobody else can hear you, you can just sing to your heart's content. But if you find that you're just coming out with sort of quiet little sounds, that's perfectly fine. The main purpose of the exercise is simply to exercise the lungs, cleanse the body by getting a good air going through, and engaging the muscles. Right. So as we trees, we'll look around and we'll see beautiful birds. Can you hear the birds chirping? Perhaps you can see the sea in the distance. Perhaps you can see butterflies and flowers. But let's visualize the birds. And we'll do a gentle with the arm movement. So making a circle with your arm up in the air. It takes practice. If you're not very good at doing the just do what you can. Aim for the up and down movement of the notes. If you can't quite master it, don't worry, just keep trying. And with the other arm, 2 more times. So 1 on each hand. And as you do, visualize birds flying across up above you. The idea is because if you're visualizing looking up to birds flying, you're stretching the muscles around and behind your eyes. Whatever that is there, I don't even know if there are muscles there, but you will stretch muscles you're not normally aware of. Okay, so a couple more times. So last time. Okay. And looking around to your beautiful surroundings from the center, stand nice and strong, nice and tall. We'll just go I'll do it once more, and then it'll be the same exercise. We'll go a bit lower, a bit higher, and faster. So follow me. I'll start slow so that you can follow me until you got it, and then we'll go together. No. I forgot someone exercise. Sorry. See, what happens is I'm now really relaxed having done the exercises. Okay. Breathe. Together on the same pitch. And big breath. And lovely. Now you see, I find that for me, that is enough for a warm-up. I would love to know what you feel. I think quite often if you were to have a coaching session, you may very easily have 45 minutes worth of warm-up and then a few minutes working on a song perhaps you were working on. Or you might just do a quick warm-up and then a song, depending on what you're working on specifically. Different people need different amounts of warming up as well. So, you know, how are you feeling? Please let me know. It would be lovely to know where you're at, and if you feel you need some more, or if that's a great place to just stop and sing a song perhaps. If you wanted to carry on, what would I do next? Perhaps I might look at, let's go somewhere in between. Perhaps I'd look to a melody. I think what springs to mind from the relaxed point of view is Va Pensiero, which is a nice lull sort of rhythm. Perhaps what we could do is that we could hum it together. If you feel like blooming into vowels, go for it. If you're happy humming it, go for it. If you would much rather go la 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 la, go for it. Basically just focus on the melody, follow me, and then just also anchor yourself within yourself and do what feels right. If you'd rather just sit there with a cup of tea whilst I carry on, do that. Or if you'd rather switch off and perhaps check the end of the live stream a bit later, I'll leave it on the page, so feel free. So we'll go through this twice. I'll sing stroke hum it to you first, so that you know how it goes, and then we'll do it together. Okay? Excuse me, have a little cough. So take a breath so you're focused. I tend to only breathe through the nose if you need to have a relaxing deep breath and just sort of refocus your mind. When singing, as when speaking, always breathing through the mouth into the soft palate, so you get all the air filling up your lungs and you're engaging and you're there. So breathe in, and the tune is recognize it? What we'll do is, I think if you were doing it by yourself without me prompting you, what I might do is sort of hum it first and then sing it on ooh, and then see where we are. So let's do it together. Oh. So we'll just go that far for now. Let's do it together one more time from the beginning. The first, because you see it repeats the first bit. So the first time we'll do it, we'll hum it, and then the repeat we'll do on ooh. So from the beginning. And have a little stretch. If you can, if you've been standing a long time like me, just sort of point your toes, stretch your legs, and arch the side of your back. Do the same on the other side. And if you know it, we're going to sing it together. Okay? Va pensiero. I'll try and pitch it correctly. I haven't got a piano here in my shed. Okay. Va pensiero sulla linorate, va ti posa sui clivi, sui colli, o violezza noti pide molli, laure dolci del suono natal, nel Giordano alle rive saluta, di Sione le torri atterrate, a mia patria si bella e perduta, o membranza si cara e fatal. Perché muta da sali cependi le memorie simili di soli mai fatti, traggi un suono di cruna lamento, ti ispiri il Signore un concento, che ne infonda al patire virtù, che ne infonda al patire virtù, che ne infonda al patire virtù, al patire virtù. That's roughly it. So you'll have a bit of a sing and a bit of a relax. And as I normally do, I always like to finish the sessions with a bit of a sing, a bit of a song. I've sung something classical. And what have I got? Now last night, I gave it plenty of goes, and I recorded a little video of Robbie Williams' Angels for my best friend whose birthday is coming up. So I thought that's really nice. But I also, this morning's earworm was The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face by Roberta Flack. So which shall I sing? Any votes? Any suggestions? What do you think? The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face or Angels? Anyone? Everybody's left. Okay, let's see. We're still in the relaxed mood, I think, so we'll go with The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. The writing is very small. I like to have words to make sure that I don't forget the words and then, you sort of get stuck in the middle. Do you know this? Will you sing along? We'll pitch it on. I think what I'll do, I'll hum the first couple of lines so that if you want to join in, you've got the melody in your head. First time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and the stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the endless sky. The first time ever I kissed your mouth, I felt the earth move in my hands, like a trembling heart of a captive bird that was there at my command, my love. The first time ever I lay with you, I felt your heart so close to mine, and I knew our joy would fill the earth at last, till the end of time, my love. The first time ever I saw, excuse me, your face, your face, your face, your face. Beautiful, beautiful song that, but I had managed to pitch it right in my passaggio. So, not the most beautiful thing you've ever heard, I'm sure. But there you have it. Where are we with time? 5 to 12. Do I want to sing Angels? Can I be bothered? It's a popular one. So I think if you're still here and you're still watching, why not? Let's give it a song. Again, it's sung by a man, so it's quite low, isn't it? I'll stand. I'll see if that helps. Trying to pitch it. I sit and wait. Yeah? Is that a good pitch? Let's see. I sit and wait. There's an angel contemplate my fate. And do they know the places where we go when we're grey and old? 'Cause I have been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and I feel that love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me when I come to call. She won't forsake me. Ooh, I'm loving angels instead. Should we carry on? Do a bit more? Second verse? The next bit goes, when I'm feeling weak. When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down a one-way street, I look above and I know I'll always be blessed with love. And as the feeling grows, she breathes flesh through my bones. And when the love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me when I come to call. She won't forsake me. Ooh, I'm loving angels instead. Ooh. Oh. Fantastic. Time for lunch. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was useful. If you have anything to say, any questions, any comments, shut up, Annalisa, go away. Let me know. It would be lovely to hear from you. If you would like to let me know questions or comments in, perhaps not publicly for the whole of social media to see, do send a private message to the Project Opera page. I'm the only person in charge of the page, so it'll be absolutely confidential. Okay, thank you very much. See you next week, Wednesday, 11 o'clock Greenwich time. Bye-bye.